Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew, the movie lover here, and I have reviewed these movies already, but since Alien Covenant comes out in a couple weeks, I figured I wanted to review all the Alien movies again since I'm a big fan of the series. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna review the first Alien movie. I got the Alien Anthology Blu-ray set. It's a really nice set. So yeah, the original Alien film from 1979. I'm not sure if it was Ridley Scott's first film. It might have been, but what more can you say? It's definitely my favorite Ridley Scott film. So yeah, the tagline is "In space, no one can hear you scream." So what happens is, an alien invades a spacecraft in this film on the way home from a mission for the company. Um, the Nostromo's crew is woken up from hibernation by the ship's mother computer to answer a distress signal from a nearby planet. Captain Dallas, played by Tom Skerritt, rescue team discovers a bizarre pod field. But things get even stranger when a face-hugging creature bursts out of a pod and attaches itself to Kane, played by John Hurt. Over the objectives of Ellen Ripley, played of course by Sigourney Weaver, Science Officer Ash, played by Ian Holm, lets Kane back on the ship. The ship. The acid-blooded incubus detaches itself from apparently recovered Kane, but an alien erupts from Kane's stomach and escapes. The alien starts stalking the humans, pitting Dallas and his crew and a cat against a killing machine that also has a protector in a nefarious company. And at the time, it was remaining as a classic horror film. Now, this was a sci-fi film set. It's a sci-fi horror film, and what we have here is kind of a slasher a little bit, but all I can say is it is one of the scariest films of all time. The first time you see that alien, it can never escape your mind of how incredible it looks and how terrifying it looks at the same time. Ridley Scott, at the time, he was pretty satisfied with his work, but then he released a director's cut, which some people thought was better than the original cut, which I saw both versions, and I could totally notice the new footage. And there are some famous scenes in the film, like the chestburster scene, and what more is there to say? Almost everybody out there knows what Alien is. And all I could say is great cast. Sigourney Weaver is definitely one of the best horror movie heroes out there. And it's a film that is rewatchable multiple times. And you know how the characters build up and we see more of them and the designs and all it was all practical effects. And this definitely leading up to a lot more to it. It certainly remains one of the all-time classic horror films and one of the best sci-fi horror films of all time, remaining huge cult following and a lot of fan art and stuff like that. It has become a huge modern success. And of course, Aliens also becoming a success as well, which I will review that as well. And I cannot deny that everything about this movie was just very well done, from the acting and the way it builds up. And when it builds up, it definitely is nearly 2 hours of a suspenseful thrill ride that you can never get out of your head. And it's just one of the most memorable films out there. And there's no denying that. I know I keep repeating myself over and over again, but it's definitely one of the best horror films, one of the best sci-fi films. You have to check it out if you haven't seen it. Otherwise, you might have been living under a rock. Alien is an all-time classic. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. It's an amazing movie. So yeah, guys, that is all I have to say. Stay tuned for my review of Aliens, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.